playing 15 diamonds.
There you go. Do it, man.
Double down.
Okay, folks, I think that we might have the video feedback. Apologize for the bugs that we're experiencing tonight, but we'll get this all ironed out.
Yeah, I think I know how to address that issue, too.
So don't know if you saw or not, but in between some of that time we did lose another player. Mr. Brunson is here to join us in the control booth.
Joe Brunson out in 7th place for Season 3 Chase the Bracelet. How are you, Joe?
Alright. Some crappy cards. Today I saw King Jack of Hearts and was raised like 1100. And a few hands earlier said he had pocket 9, so I'm thinking maybe pocket 10s. I had 2 overs. It's the best cards I've seen in a while, so just pushed my 600 in. Pretty easy call by him.
Did you feel that it was aggressive in the first 3 rounds of this game?
A few players, yeah. Brandon's playing pretty aggressive. A couple people, this is the first time I've played with all these guys. And, watched all their auditions, interviews. Some are playing pretty tight. Like, I kind of figured Heather might play a little more aggressive, but she seems not to be playing too aggressive.
No, actually, she's been kind of quiet the entire time so far.
I've been quiet, too. I don't know if she knows people, everyone at the table, but give me a week or 2.
Yeah. Actually, after reviewing this, you'll get a lot of insight into people's play.
Right.
Yeah, by the time tonight's done, you're going to have a good 4 hours of homework that you can do before you come over next week. So this being your first on-air live poker game, you got any thoughts or comments on how you think it went for you, or
this was just it was pretty bad. I couldn't get anything at all. I think it was maybe one of the first 3 hands. Got a flush and Brandon, had a 9 of hearts to beat my 8 of hearts, I think it was. And then I really didn't get anything. I won 1 pot, ace high, just on the flop. I just put 350 in. Luckily, the 3 others that were in folded, so I had nothing. Just ace high, but yeah, it was all around. There's some players there. You can't even, today at least, can't get a feel, but actually can't wait to watch this again to see Brandon. He's kind of owning the table tonight, so I can't wait to see how he finishes.
He is getting the cards, and he's catching the cards.
I'm not sure getting the cards is the right terminology, but how about hitting flops? Might be a better term to use.
Is that an all-in here?
Yeah.
Fucking thanks. That's what I want to hear.
10 king versus ace queen. Queen caught by Paul.
He's got a heart.
All right.
Yep.
Moskowitz survives his second all-in of the night. Did you take some time, Joe, and study some of the season 2 tapes to kind of get a feel, at least on some of the players?
I watched probably about 2-3 hours, and that would equal to pretty much just the last 2 or 3 people. I was watching you in one there, Dan.
I'm not quite sure my game's the game that you want to learn from.
I wasn't sure how it would go with cameras and everything, but really, you have no idea they're there.
Yeah.
So, you're being broadcasted to everyone, and you just have no clue. You're focused on the game, and hopefully next week I can have some better cards to play around with. I know some. I think I got bullied a little bit because at the end.
There you go. Everybody's up.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve. I was on big blind and he raised it. I think he was just trying to push me around.
Actually, Steve plays only solid cards.
Thank you.
You'll see that.
It's the frisbee. I don't know. It's the frisbee.
Out of curiosity, could you tell that the cameras were on you when you were there?
No, not at all.
Check.
I think this is going to get ugly.
Yeah, I believe so as well. 3, 4, 5 is a pretty weak flop. They both
Check.
check it out.
Check.
Heather does get the check mark without a bet. I expect a little more action in the last 2 cards, but just
Yeah, I'm surprised it slowed down like it did.
Heather gave him 2 free cards. Catch up. Kind of shocked by no continuation bet there.
She's been very quiet and methodical the entire night, though, so kind of makes sense.
No, I wouldn't. She hasn't played a lot of it. She's not playing. She's playing all the cards. As soon as he's ready, I fold. See, she didn't announce her cards before. She is. That's one.
Call 4.
So we're going to get 3 players to the flop. A monstrous 2-6-5 hits the board. And Moskowitz throws the best hand with a king high. And now Moskowitz hits his straight.
Oh, there you go.
He hit it straight.
I was going to say.
Heather with just a 1% chance is contemplating here. She might make a heart bluff here. No, she folds. Rhino calls with 1 heart.
Checks.
And Rhino hits the jack on you, but he's going to find out that his jack is no good.
Check.
It was kind of a Phil Hellmuth move there for Moskowitz, flipping his cards at the very end like that.
Yeah. He's looking very poker bratish tonight.
Yeah, right. Especially those cards he was playing earlier.
You did Rhino you earlier.
No, I'm going for it, though.
That you didn't come down.
Joe, any hands that you might have thought you would have played differently tonight? Any that you remember that, you know, you got the feeling that, oh, hey, I really messed that up, maybe I should have done this differently, or just you just feel that you were card dead tonight?
Pretty much card dead. I had pocket 5s earlier in the game. Folded those pre-flop. Yeah, it's pretty much just, I mean, there was a few that, you know, queen 3, queen 4, then the flop would come queen 7, queen 3. I was like, yeah, but yeah, what's the chances?
It's tough to play those, the jump in pre-flop with him.
Pocket 8s here.
But it's only week 1, and you got that first one out of your system now, and
Yeah, I'm just glad I wasn't the first person out. That's what I was worried about.
still
That
got
was a tough way to go out, wasn't it? With
yeah.
God, yeah.
It was pretty funny because when the hand rolled out,
Too early to tell.
we were talking pre-flop that, you know, sometimes you don't even like looking down at aces, and it ended up being one of those hands for her.
You guys might think I'm kidding.
Yep, it's still
70%
4 weeks
of
to go, long way to go, and after seeing that bracelet,
Yeah.
something that's real nice.
Missy's not here.
400 to go.
Moskowitz with aces.
Oh, yeah, don't tell me I call more tax. A lively group here.
Yeah, Missy gets a cameo here.
I think I do see Missy in our chat room, though.
Yeah, so if anybody else is out there and wants to join us in the chat room, Missy's there, we're watching, and would love to hear from you.
8 more, sir.
Joe, are you going to play on Tuesday night for Hog Wild Poker League?
I will be under it playing in there under PK.
Yeah, well, I was before you another race, so.
Yeah, last year you won, I think, twice.
Keep one more credit 3 times. It was 2 or 3. I think.
That's who PK Joe is.
Yep.
As Dan says that with a mean look at me.
I don't think I ran into too many hands with you.
Yeah, and again, that is a free game that you can play on Tuesday nights with us and win Chase the Bracelet merchandise. You did get one of them. Yeah, you brought your mug when for the interview. We actually ended up giving all those away. See a flop with 5 people in?
Rob hits a set.
Nice. Again, wow.
That's at a set of 4s for 800.
They're hitting pretty well tonight.
Fold, fold, fold.
1 minute left in this level of blind.
Sorry, you couldn't get your 4th crack.
No. 1 minute. 1 minute.
We'll be going to 2-4. Are we 2-4 now?
I'm gonna think for a while.
Yeah.
We're going to 3-6.
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna think. Don't worry, Walt. I'm already there.
And then what's the next blind level?
I don't know.
Oh.
Moskowitz, didn't he have aces last hand and now he wakes up with kings?
Yeah, look at that. Nice.
Raise.
Stand flat.
And this guy always complains about bad luck.
Yeah.
Fold.
Ed with 7s.
Out of there.
Now, Ed knows that Paul is a
Next hand blind zero, guys.
premium hand player. Good. He makes a good fold.
I get the every time I look at Ed with that hat on, every time tonight I've gotten like a whole Freddy Krueger vibe off him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Chris Ferguson. I was sitting at the table with a little bit.
He used to have really long hair and did look a lot like Ferguson.
He could have been a lookalike.
But I'm getting like the whole Freddy Krueger vibe, and I'm thinking that if someone gives him one bad beat, you know, we're gonna see some gore.
Yeah, we may have to start frisking at the door.
Could bust people in through a metal detector.
Just like most of our school system now. Does Norton have that yet?
No, not yet. Just in primary school.
Going up.
So it's 3rd graders.
I'd say something about the fire department, but it would be mean.
Alright guys, we'll see you next week. I'm staying out there and watching.
All right.
Sounds good.
Mr. Brunson, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Sunday.
Thanks, Joe.
Check.
All I wanted was for him to get a 10 deuce. I was just
Yes.
going to go nuts.
Yes. One day,
One day it'll happen.
and you'll have seen it here first. Let's see. Do you know who the button's on this time?
No, can't tell from this angle. It looks like Moskowitz is in a big blind.
Oh, yeah.
Call.
Call 6. Muck. Muck.
Ed Mucks the suited Brunson.
All in for Brandon Rosenberg
5,500.
with his 4-7 of hearts.
Think he's trying to steal a pot?
That's a hard one for Rob to call unless he has the chips to do it. It kind of looks like he's thinking about it. Might be in for a surprise when he sees the cards.
49, please.
He's in the think tank. Trying to figure out, Brandon's played and shown a lot of weak cards tonight.
True. I wonder if he'd call instantly if they were suited.
I think he's going to let it go. He does.
Good move on Brandon's part.
7-4 hearts.
That'll get him respect later.
Yep. You talking Brandon getting some respect?
Uh-huh.
I think Robert's going to go home and watch that one and make a nasty Facebook post.
That may change things next game. Although he did show, so everybody knows now.
I might actually see Heather have some action in his hand.
One down.
Yeah, like 3/4 of that hand rating. One card to suit, that'd be good.
Looks like Ed's thinking about doing something.
5,000.
All in for Ed Wurgler for 5,000.
Suited ace.
No, 39.
It jams the chips in.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Heather not to call.
Yeah, I agree.
That's your special chip when you call you special.
Do you think Moskowitz going to call with a king deuce?
The new one or the old one?
Any of them.
Oh, Heather folds.
Heather dropped an ace queen.
Has a
Wow.
big smile on her face when she did it, too.
Special ed.
I think she's been taking lessons from Paul.
Yeah. They have very similar styles.
I'm very, very shocked to see her fold an ace queen.
Me too. I don't know what her chip stack was. If it was going to take her out of the game, maybe that's what she was thinking. And if Ed had had a pair, it would have been a race.
6 of those.
It's a bunch of garbage out there.
I got nailed! Yay!
Brandon with an ace-8.
Poker players are so childish.
Check.
Heather calls with the queen 3, but folds the ace queen to an all-in bet.
Oh.
Heather. She said, I'm not even gonna posture. She's like, I'm not even posture. She's got that ESP or EMS or whatever it's called. She can read my mind.
Good read. Would you have pocket aces?
She threw her fucking tens away. She's like, these are no good.
I would have thought you had deuce 3 until the flop came forward. Mark.
We got some comments in our chat room that that ace queen fold by Heather wasn't very favorable.
Yes, actually, Missy, you're right. Ace queen, a fold and a call with the ace or the queen. What was that?
Queen 3 offsuit. I guess it's the amount of the bet that really matters and not the cards in her hand. Can't win a lot of tournaments that way.
Call 6.
Gonna see a flop, 2 players.
4, 6 of hearts there, Paul.
Rob gets a gutter,
Yeah.
and Steve has top pair.
1,200
Yes.
is that.
If Steve bets this right, he will not get a
No,
call.
if I know Rob loves chasing those. Wow,
Even
he's
a
gonna
gut shot?
fold it. Oh yeah, he likes chasing that stuff.
Button moves to Rob Newman. Brandon will be first to action.
But again, if Paul's in the hand, and Steve, and Paul fires at him, and he's gonna call. Five is coming.
Gotta raise that shit.
No. That five is coming on the river.
We got you. Gotcha.
Brenda, 6 to go. You're good.
Good, he said.
Any good cards out there?
Rob's got a king 10 suited. He's gonna play that hard. Ed's got a 9-10.
18 is not
Oh,
bad.
you're right. He did play that hard.
Down. 12 more, sir.
And are we gonna take? We missing a player? Yeah, Brandon stepped out.
Hmm.
Brandon protecting his chip stack by walking away from the table. It's like protecting your stack from yourself, I think. Ryan's got pocket threes. He likes to play little pairs aggressive. First to act, and he does just call. I guess I'm just wrong tonight. My reads are bad.
That is the great thing about poker, though. The way that you would play is not the way that anybody else plays.
I'll go over, but I'll look at the next hand. Oh, we're in the board.
Call 6.
It's like Ed calls the 600. Brandon.
It's like a big swing and a miss, and Rhino's threes are still good. They say he's going to take a stab at it.
Got a lot of overcards to take a stab to.
Legitimate hand, too. A legitimate hand.
Brandon's saying that his Queen 8's a legitimate hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a mixed opinion upon that. I guess legitimacy is in the eye of the beholder, right?
Yes, definitely.
I had 2 black cards, so it really wasn't, redrawing the shit. He's probably sitting on like a jack or something.
$600 now.
My card's good?
Yep.
Let's go with stack first.
Still have 7 players left in the game, but
I'm with you.
getting at an aggressive blind structure now. We'll probably be seeing a lot more big bets and shoves.
Ed seemed like he wanted to get his chips in the middle earlier. I wonder with his pocket fours if he'll try to do that.
Call 6.
Oh, Steve Day with a call with 1600.
Rob with his favorite suited ace.
Interesting.
Steve is ahead.
16.
16 is that.
Continuation bet. And Steve lets it go. Steve's tight game.
Yep, good play by Rob Newman there.
Heather, you're good. Call 6.
It's time Heather calls with the suited ace.
Call 6.
Brandon with a 5-6.
Call. Call that.
We have 5 players to the flop.
And we got 3 players, 3 hands hit that board. Moskowitz hits 2 pair on that turn. And he just calls.
I think the high hand is still 5s over kings.
For the night?
Yeah.
Heather had that one?
Yeah. 2 pair for Paul Moskowitz, and Ryan gets it.
Ryan catches the flush on the end.
Too careful.
Ryan just doesn't know that he's got a flush.
Actually, I thought that was a diamond.
Well, Ryan didn't even know that he had the flush draw, or the flush there.
Yeah, I heard him say he thought he had a diamond.
Almost gave it away. But in poker, cards play. And as long as you turn them over and they're shown, the cards do
It's
play.
impossible for him to win that hand. Either there would be some kind of thing that happened that I wouldn't win that hand. Like a 4th heart hitting the board.
See, I think that if Paul had
No,
betted
I
on
know
4th
you
Street,
do that. I'm just-
he probably would have gotten it. Because
I
Ryan
actually was feeling
really
pretty
didn't
good
have
with the
anything.
3 hearts, but when the 4th heart hit, I'm like, oh, perfect.
I think we're listening to the what I like to call the Moskowitz whine.
Brandon calls 600. So does Ryan.
Terrible.
Check.
Don't worry, folks. It'll only go on for another 20 seconds. Queen 3-9.
Paul. Yep.
Yep. Moskowitz hits his top pair. Checked around. The river's a 10. Brandon makes a straight.
800.
And now Moskowitz bets out his queen.
Calls 8.
Heather with 7% called that. Open-ended gut shot, or open-ended on straight.
Chips it. 4,900 and all in.
And Brandon does
31
move in
more.
with his straight.
Good move. Timed that right.
Oh, yeah. Perfect position to jam him.
44.
He stands up. I don't know what he's worried about. He's got a pretty solid hand.
I fold.
Yeah, straight.
Fold. Fold.
And
41's a bad
Yes, sir. 41 more and all in.
Steve's in with an 8.
What's he thinking?
Well, I'm thinking he's got a gut shot, and maybe he can catch an ace. But, I mean, he needs a jack to tie.
Does the right thing again.
8-jack, you know.
Not the low end, but I'm like, the only thing beating me right now is the high end, so.
Yeah.
You're right,
Good hand.
I can't take credit for that. That was all Tran giving me there. Fireball, credit on turn. You guys let me see it for free. Thank you. Is this where you would chip it in? Tony, you cash these $100 trade-ins, okay. Get some tip chips here.
Brandon trying to trade tournament chips in for real money.
You have a jack too?
I think I've tried that on occasion.
Oh, got it like that? Sorry.
I think it was a jack of hearts.
You can jam.
Buttons on Heather. So
Wow.
Steve Day to act first.
Brandon with aces and Ryan with queens. I think we're going to see some chips move.
Yep.
I've got talking chips now.
Steve J announces a raise with his 8
Well,
finger thumb.
Steve's not going to like what he runs into here.
Nope. Well, the only thing saving Brandon is, only thing saving Ryan is Brandon acts first.
Brandon does make the all-in move, and I saw Ryan kind of just drop his head.
Yeah,
He's thinking, I'm going to have to call this.
that's a good shot right there.
Yeah.
91.
And 3 to you.
Now he's got to be thinking there's only 2 hands that can beat him at this point right now.
Oh, and the way Brandon's been playing so loose tonight, I think Ryan's thinking that his queens are good.
Good point.
I mean, Brandon's played a lot of percentage of hands, and he's shown a lot of weak.
Why you trying to say something about it?
Calls 10.
Oh, Ryan
And he
calls.
makes the call.
No.
Brandon Brandon very happy about that.
I think Steve's gonna regret making that bet,
Fold.
and he's gonna let him go.
Yep, Ewan folds. Day folds.
And now they're gonna see Ryan see where he's at.
And he still has a, well, I thought there's more like 20%.
I thought you had kings, is why when you said how much.
Wow.
There's only one queen left in the deck. Steve took one down.
Blinds are up now.
Aces hold.
400, 800.
And blinds are now 4-8, I believe, Tony.
I'm pretty sure.
Is that correct, PK?
I'll give him a heart rate up a little bit.
So 400, 800 are the blinds. Starting the new 18-minute blind, we'll be taking a break after this blind.
We thank everybody for joining in tonight for Game 1 of Season 3 Chase the Bracelet. You can follow us on Facebook. We have a fan page there, and on every Tuesday night on Hog Wild Poker, you can play with some of the stars of Chase the Bracelet against a non-cash game on an online poker site for Chase the Bracelet prizes.
And Missy in the online chat says that Brandon's table image pays off, and that is very true.
I was like, man,
Call day.
I want to go heads up with Steve Davis. That's it. You want to do what? I said I just wanted to go heads up with you, or not. You know what I mean? As far as like a raise and everything.
800 is bet. Call it.
Spade draw for Rob Newman.
I checked.
Can't check.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ace bet. Fold.
Rob hits the 8, Brandon hits the 9.
Could you reset that, PJ, please?
Brandon folds.
I got it.
Yeah, we got it. Nice hand, Newton. Nice hand. Thought I could play my rush, but I guess I was wrong. Not all the hard way.
Brandon was ahead that hand that he folded. His rush was still going.
You called me one more time. So.
No, your jack was good. I only had a 9.
I had a pair with an open-ended straight flush draw.
Oh, well then I just
what?
checked and let me get there. I'll take you off no sugar.
I needed the 10 speed.
Oh, look who has the aces this time.
It was coming.
Heather has a pair of aces. I don't think she didn't get much callers out there. Maybe Ryan with a suited ace.
This is that one time that she should probably just call with her aces. Maybe Ryan will bet it for her.
3,800 is the bet.
Oh.
Yeah. Who did 3,800?
I don't know. Was that Heather, I think?
I think Ed's all in with pocket deuces.
Wow.
Hold. 3,000.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's Heather who moved all in.
Yeah. That's a hard call for Ryan. Although, and he just took a wallop by Brandon, so he doesn't have the chips to really call.
No callers, and she doesn't have to show.
Yeah, I took away one of them.
Yeah, that's for sure. All that I'm looking at.
All right, Missy's cracking me up.
Brandon, your big blind.
Yeah, that is interesting. I actually want to rewind that and play that, check that out. I guess Heather was acting like she had aces, the way her body language was, and how she was breathing.
Brandon protecting his chip stack again by leaving the room.
He could almost fold his way to victory at this point.
Steve with a weak suited king. Looks like he's going to join the action here.
Yeah, really.
And you can just see the internal argument with Steve, because he kind of wants to jump in there on a hand like that, but it's just totally against his style.
Yeah. Ed all in with his queen 9 of hearts.
You notice he was sitting there.
And he takes it down.
Yep, Brandon folds. Ed wins the pot.
Well, already in your head then.
I had a full turnout stand because it was in one time.
Steve might get a little aggressive with his hand here.
Calls it.
He just calls.
McKee is called.
Yeah, called.
21.
Rick.
Call.
21 to play.
Call the clock.
13 more, sir.
Brandon raises a 21. Folds back around to Steve.
Interesting. I don't think Steve's on getting the cards.
No, I think he's you can tell he's getting frustrated.
Yeah.
McKee squared.
Oh, and he hits a 10.
However, he hits top pair here.
Nice. 2 diamonds on the board there.
And he moves his chips in.
58.
Bend over.
No.
Bend over.
Steve knows he hit a little luck there. So Brandon shows his king queen.
800.
Thank you.
So we've lost 2 players so far. Linda Johnson out first in 10th place, then Marco in 9th place, and then Joe Brunson in 8th place. We have 7 players left, and this is Chase the Bracelet Season 3, Game number 1, and I believe Part 3 of the recordings that we've been putting up on.
Dan!
Captain did not.
Just kidding, Dan. Just kidding. I'm not. Say, get out here, boy.
And hear what he said.
I totally missed the comment that something was said about me.
Mr. Supple Hands, come here.
He was pulling his pants down and boxers.
At least he could hear us talking crap about him, man.
Right.
I mean, the cool thing is I can just sit here and talk about
You're
that.
going to listen to it.
He can't hear us.
Oh, he can hear us.
Oh, he can hear us. We can't hear him.
Options,
Occasionally PJ will smile when last time.
10-7, 10-7, and a 3-5.
And PJ's over there playing solid. Or she's playing online.
I'm going to go off on a limb here and say everybody checks.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody folded.
Rock'em sock'em robot.
I think that's just a give up.
Huh. Brandon bet at it. Nice. Good timing on that bet.
Brandon's still showing an aggressive style. And he's got a stack to do it. That stack courtesy of Ryan's queens hands ago.
Yeah.
Ryan's looking low in chips. Wishes he could take that moment back in time. That's your cue to bust out if I could turn back time, Tony. Anytime you're ready.
Ships.
Good luck, all in.
Ryan ships it with a 3-7 offsuit.
Looks like he did good timing on that.
36.
Wow. I think he saw that he had the
48 now.
Moskowitz Heather type machine next
That's
to him.
very true.
Pretty easy to get them off the hand. And we wait for the next hand. Not a lot of action hands here the past couple deals.
Nope. Surprisingly.
Well, if Rhino's going to shove with a 7-3, I could see him shoving, see him shoving with an ace-deuce here.
That's why I folded.
I think between now and when we come back from break, the blinds will be at a level that a lot of the lower stacks are going to be making their moves.
No. Loose enough.
You'll be losing someone's teeth with that in a minute when it's cracked.
What's the reserve going to be on eBay?
$6
Tony, you're gonna be checking the local pawn shops next week because Rob's gonna pawn that thing. It was an album we came in.
Ryan Helms with pocket queens. I imagine we're just going to make a big move here again.
I think PJ would hunt him down and kill him if he was to pawn that bracelet.
Shit. It's gonna be one of them days.
Oh, good timing for that. I don't see a calling hand in there, though.
Nope. I think he's going to just take some blinds.
You gotta show the one that's real. I gotta show the one that's real.
Just leave them out there because we know what's going to happen.
Just leave it at 7,200.
Hey,
All in.
I think great.
That was the first pair of them. Queens?
Ryan discussing with the table. They were questioning his 3 all-ins in a row. He's trying to defend himself.
I have to show it for ace king. Well, for sure. Blinds are almost 1,000 a pop. You only got 4 or 5 blinds.
Yeah, he has to show the queens because he played that 3-7.
Yeah.
Take it down.
He did make a statement that he's had big hands.
You check yours. Let me know.
I mean, I may have had my glasses off, but that 7-3 doesn't constitute as a big hand there, Tony.
This is that time that I wish I had big liar graphics that I put on the screen.
Calls.
Steve should make a move here with a 7 deuce.
Let's see if he flops a card that catches.
Oh my god.
King 9-9. No one. Ed still in the lead with his jack high.
Both players check.
Man, check.
Another king. Wow. Looks like I'm going to guess chop pot here.
Nope. Jack high still by Ed. He's going to take it. Nope. Now we're going to have a chop pot.
Playing the board. Playing the board, he says.
Deuce 4.
I tell you, Tony, chopping pots is like kissing your sister. You get nothing out of it.
Well played, gentlemen. Well played.
I think that depends on what state you're in.
Yeah, that's true. State of mind or actual physical state?
Stinky the Stankosaurus? Or the Stackosaurus? Stackosaurus.
I knew that one in college.
Stackosaurus? Or Stankosaurus? Sorry you had to meet her, I guess. I can't imagine what you were like in college, dude.
Really bad.
I bet you had long hair,
Quiet.
little bottle.
Steve Day.
I had long hair one time in high school.
Wore
Yeah,
tie-dye.
yeah, I had a sweet ass mullet.
Both.
That's about it.
Rob's talking about a mullet that he used to
I'm gonna
have.
give you a walk. We're taking a walk, man. Jesus Christ.
So let's see, this would be.
Of course you are. Is that any good? Nope.
Ed hits 10. That's top pair.
Yeah. Winner.
Oh, there was always an acceptable. Right now, it's an acceptable thing to have a mullet.
Shit.
He had a baby mom.
Mullets was one of those great hairstyles, you know, all business in the front and party in the back.
Baby mullet.
The best thing though is.
Did you ever have one?
I used to have one, and then I actually got the back of it permed.
You purchased a.
Hey, it was the 80s. People were doing stuff like that, right?
I got my shirt unbuttoned down here.
I'm just going to shut up now. Unless you want pictures.
That's great.
I destroyed all the pictures.
If I win again.
Yeah, I grew it out real long, and then I decided to get it all permed. It's a real loose perm.
We're not even
But it backfired on me. We got real tight in the back.
We're going to rob you out.
And then you met, yeah. That's how you met Nicole, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what got her hooked on me.
So you guys start with 5.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think it's a video thing that PJ did. There she goes.
There we go. We're going to have to send her through the training process again.
Yeah, there is an awful lot of computer graphic stuff going on here, so there's plenty of places that things can go wrong. That was not one of them, though.
Just tell you, I know a couple girls down my work that are tight too.
Rob Newman should play Jack Queen pretty aggressive. I know his style.
8 calls.
8 calls, sunglasses put on.
Oh, he just makes a call.
Actually, I saw an interview with Phil Hellmuth, and he said that the most dangerous hand in poker... Oh, there goes Brandon with his hood up.
there's a lot of Hollywood right there.
I'll say. And
playing it up for the cameras.
Hellmuth said that Jack Queen is the most dangerous hand in poker.
Well, that flop might show you why. He does make a check. Nope, a 4 is no good.
3-8 for Paul Moskowitz is the best hand at the moment.
Call. Calls at 8.
Moskowitz bets, Rob calls. I think Rhino calls. The river's a big nothing.
Yeah.
Rob's going to try to lead out here and try to steal this pot.
Did he say 6 or 26?
26 is the bet.
Oh, wow.
26.
That's going to be a hard one for Moskowitz to call.
That sound you hear? It's Moskowitz's sphincter tightening up as he folds his hand.
Some of that yellow.
Say what?
Some of that yellow.
It's disgusting when you fold away the best hand.
Oh, I didn't see it.
No, it's exchange rate nowadays.
I didn't see it.
Hey, the economy's bad for
The economy's bad for everybody, man. Shit. Yeah, where you fit in, Paul. Where you fit in, Paul.
And that's the 1 minute warning. We're probably going to get one more hand in here before we take a quick 10-minute break. So we can post this section's feed to the website and give our players just a few minutes away from the table.
Give away. That's life and some gas.
When we come back, we'll be at a 500, 1,000 level.
How. You'd have had to drill a hole in the bottom.
We have Ace 8, Jack King, 8-9 for Heather.
Calls the 8.
My wife's little Hyundai, I swear to God, it's like a 2-gallon tank and it was $50 to fill up.
Owen.
And Moskowitz jams it with King Jack. I told you King Jack was his favorite hand.
Huh.
I think each knockout should be one.
Isn't that your favorite hand right there?
King Jack, no.
I thought that was Jack King off. I don't know if every player, a poker player, hears that every freaking day, but...
No, I would say that the Jack King off it's not one of my favorite hands.
15 more, sir.
5 and 10.
Okay, we need to pause the clock.
Though I do have a T-shirt that says that.
I don't have that good of a hand.
Oh, it sounds like we have a call. Ace 8 versus Jack King.
Off?
Off.
Wow, look at that flop.
Yeah. Ed ahead still.
Oh! Queens and 8.
Ed takes it down with his Ace 8.
And Moskowitz exits the game.
Sixth place goes to Paul Moskowitz.
Hurry home, take your time getting back.
What's that?
Hurry home.
And we are going to be taking a break for about 10 minutes.
We're down to our last 6 players, and we'll see you guys back in
You're looking at me.
in 10 minutes.
Sounds great.
I thought you were doing it you too.
Ace and queens.
Yeah, king high. Yeah, king high. King jack.